In the interface between land and sea, a miniature world thrives on the remains of giants. Every fissure is a canyon, every salt crystal a monument. A scout emerges, the first of many.
Resources are scarce, and nothing is wasted. The individual is but a cell in a much larger organism.
Supplies for the fortress.
Deep within, the wood has been transformed into a labyrinth. A city that never sleeps. The next generation is the colony's most precious cargo.
But a city this rich needs protection.
The tide is turning, and it brongs a giant. With the water comes a predator from the deep.
A shore crab. Armored, hungry, and relentless.
It seeks the protein hidden within the wood.
Its claws are designed to pierce and crush.
Sensory hairs detect the vibration of life beneath the surface.
To the ants, this is an earthquake.
Nothing stands in its way.
The warning signal travels at the speed of sound through the grain.
The scout feels the tremor. Its legs are high-fidelity seismographs.
The air smells of salt and death.
The alarm is sounded.
A chemical beacon for the army. Information spreads at the speed of touch.
The colony prepares for war.
The heavy hitters are called to the front. Bred for one purpose: defense.
A black tide rises. They stand their ground on the edge of the world. The shadow of the Colossus. A mountain of chitin and malice.
It sees them, but it does not care. The first blow is a landslide. Bravery is a chemical imperative. They find the weakness in the armor. The giant feels the sting. A grip that only death can break.
The crab uses its hammer to swat a fly.
Collateral damage. The counterattack begins.
They swarm the intruder.
The giant is overwhelmed. Precision versus power. A weapon of mass destruction, but too slow for this enemy. The fortress itself is being dismantled. They use the crab's own strength against it.
Scaling the armored peaks. The giant is covered in a living shroud. Defeated by 1,000 small cuts, the Titan retreats.
Without sight, the enraged crab thrashes violently, catching the unsuspecting colony in its sweeping attack. A sudden burst of highly concentrated formic acid sprayed violently into the breeze, a potent defense against the coastal elements.
A sudden environmental shift brings a torrent of aerosolized acid. The shoreline crab, vulnerable to the corrosive mist, a wave of relentless pursuit rains down onto the crab's back, a stark display of the colony's power.
Tracking over the battleground, the shallow depth of field highlights the deep gouges and splintered craters left by the crab's claws, a permanent scar on the insect kingdom.
Following the rescue party deep into the secure labyrinth of the Driftwood, safe from the coastal elements. The receding tide reveals a fresh layer of nutrients on the damp sand, attracting armies of tiny scavengers to the feast.
With unyielding strength, this single carpenter ant drags a carcass many times its size up the sun-bleached obstacle.
Deep within the wood, the colony operates as a single, tireless machine.
Emerging from the depths, the scale of their fortress is finally revealed. The sentinels remain, vigilant against the dangers of the night. Below their feet, the very force that brought them here threatens to reclaim them. The ocean is a relentless siege engine. Even the air is heavy with the salt of the struggle. An island within an island, standing against the infinite. Life here glows with a defiant energy, hidden in the dark.
One survivor looks out upon the abyss,
sensing the salt, the moisture, and the promise of a new day. Small in stature, but immense in resolve.
the fall is as dangerous as the climb. In the shadow of the fortress, a momentary peace.
But the peace is an illusion. The Titan still breathes,
retreating to the depths to lick its wounds.
The price of battle is etched into its very armor. Quietly preparing for the next tide. Two worlds, separated only by a thin veil of water. But in this eternal battlefield, every grain of sand is a kingdom.
The war for survival never truly ends.